Go.
To mix, you have to use a rectangular sheetrock mud paddle. No other paddle, only a rectangular sheetrock mud paddle and a variable speed drill that you can control the speed. Preferably one you can run in reverse because it helps suck the product down. You take the paddle and push it all the way to the bottom, very bottom of the pail, and slowly start to blend. So we'll start to blend, and then as we slowly turn the paddle, not fast, we slowly raise up and down, slowly, as we begin to suck the product in. The material will begin to break up, and then we can hold the paddle to the side and pull the product into the pail. You want to try not to hit the side of the pail. If you hit the side of the pail, it will cause little worms, causing problems in the product. And so I'm going to take my paddle out and push these larger sections on down. And then I will finish blending it up. Until all of the lumps are completely removed. So we want to mix until the lumps are gone. Okay, now the product is mixed. Ready to go. All right. We're going to show you how to spray with a small electric pump. This is what's called a Graco 1595. You need a pump capable of producing 2 to 3 gallons per minute at 3,000 psi. We do take the filters out of the machine, so no filter has been removed. Also, there is no filter on the gun. We have a 3/8 inch hose, 3/8 inch hose with a short whip, no more than a 3-foot whip on the gun. The gun has no filters, and you can use tip sizes ranging from a 619 up to a 27, depending on how fast you're going to move and how well it performs with the pump. You always need to start by running water through the pump and making sure your pump is clean. So the first thing we are going to do is just run water through the pump. Is it plugged in? And so we are just going to run clean water through our pump and make sure that it is clean. And then we are also going to pump water through the bypass hose to make sure that it is fully primed. Once we have done so, we will go ahead and move our pickup hose, let the water drain out, into our TempCoat bucket, like such. And then we will go ahead and run product to the gun. So we're pumping through, and we're going to wait till we get product all the way to the gun. Push it out. Pumping, I'm still getting water. For this small pump, I generally use a little larger tip. I'm going to be using what's called a 527 tip. For larger machines, you can really use probably a 523, 521, 621, but that's what I'm going to use on this. So I put my guard on, then I reverse the tip and blow some product through, just to make sure everything's good and clean. Then I am ready to paint. So I will come, and with this tip, because it's large, I am going to move pretty fast. And I do what's called a 50-50 crosshatch. So this way and this way, overlapping 50%. Once I do that, I take my wet mill gauge, which gives me the mils. We want to be at 20 mils per coat. So I will check it and remove it, and I am right about 22 mils on the gauge, which is still okay. We want to be, plus or minus 20 to 22 mils per coat. And so then we can move to our next section. I will do the same thing. And then I will check it. And I got a little heavy there. I didn't move quite fast enough. I'm about 26 mils, but it's okay. And then we want to wait for this to dry. Stop.